Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. Well, tonight I come to you with these lovely dolls from the 1960s called Baby Deer. This is my second time doing this and I forgot. I took her little outfit off of her. This is what she was wearing. It's this beautiful little cotton handmade outfit made in the Philippines. I bought these online some time ago, and they wear them really, fill them really quite nicely. And the thing is that it's time for them to come out of it because it is cold outside, baby. It is cold outside. It is, and it is. And it's windy out. Now, if it wasn't so windy, it wouldn't be so cold. But as that may be, we got to put some winter woolies on them. And now I have a couple little outfits for them. Now, why do I have two of the Eloise Wilkins Baby Deer dolls? Well, the reason why I have them is because they were made by the Madame Alexander Doll Company. Am I correct on that? I'm more than sure I am. Nope, I said wrong. They were made by the Vogue Doll Company. Oh my goodness, I haven't picked them up in a while. They're made by Vogue, and mind you, Madame Alexander made some beautiful dolls too, but Vogue also did. And these were a higher end of the flop dolls. That's why they're called flop dolls, because why they flopped. Their arms and their heads and everything. They were to hold like a real baby. Now these were made in the early 1960s, and they did not run very long. A few years, and that was it. A couple years, a year or two, and that was it. Now, why do I have two of them here? Well, there's a difference between the two. Looking at them here, they do look pretty close to being the same. But if we were to take her hat off, she all of a sudden changes, because she's called the Top Knot, and she has this little wisp of hair. Now, if I wasn't putting bonnets on her, I could train this to spread around on her head to look like little wisps of baby hair. That's what that was supposed to be. Now, it never did what it was supposed to, because it's that old, older hair that dolls were made out of, and it kind of wants to gather all together there. But you know something? She's still a beautiful doll. Now, one thing about the Vogue dolls, back in their day, they were a higher end. And after that, a lot of flop dolls came out after that were just as equally well made as the Vogue dolls, but they did not cost as much money. And they were just as good. And a lot of beautiful ones came out, and in various sizes just as well. But these two little lovies, they need to be changed and put into their woolies. And I thought I'd share that with you tonight. I'm making this video. I know a lot of my subscribers have seen these two dolls, but I would like to share these also with my new subscribers that have just come in, and let them see, instead of going back on old videos. If you want to, you can. They are there. But instead of doing that, you can just come and sit and see them one more time getting changed into their woolies. Because I'll tell you, it is cold out there tonight. It is windy. And they need to be changed. So we're going to put them, they're both going to wear the same outfit. I got these off of the Goodwill.com. They have a nice little auction on there, and there was the blue ones I missed out on. I would have loved to have got the blue ones, but I did wind up getting the pink, which is great because I have more girl dolls than I do boys. But the blue ones were just as cute as these, and they were all brand new in packages. And I sent some to a dear friend of mine because she was lacking in this area for some of her dolls as well. And I gave her, I won about 15 of these, and I gave her 5 of them. And I was left with 10. And I've got them all on my flop dolls. They fit a flop doll just wonderful. This style of doll. And now the Top Knot doll, this one here, only ran for a year. And these dolls cost a lot today. Even in the roughest condition, these dolls will still cost you a little bit of money. And you're talking for one of these dolls, even in the condition of this one here, where she has a little bit of hair problem here, this saran hair, that's the name. I couldn't come up with it at the moment there, saran hair. They, even in the condition of her hair, which is not too bad, but she has a little bit of sparsity, a little bit here and there. But her hair still, there's quite a bit there still to play around with and to make her look really sweet. But the thing is, even in her condition, she could go for $350 to $400 US. Depending on the market and where and what time of the year you're trying to sell this. Somebody wants one bad enough at this time of the year, you could sell an Eloise Wilkins Baby Deer doll very quickly and easily to the right person who's coming along. Now, other times of the year, sure, you can still sell them. They still sell very well. They are sought after, and they are loved by many collectors out there, and they sell in all conditions. So Now, not maybe for the higher price, but they still go for a good clip. You know, I've seen some worse than mine still going for $3.50 and selling. And they sold on eBay. So who knows the market and what you want? Maybe there's somebody out there that knows how to fix them really, really dapper and get them right back up to where they need to be. And it's just how bad you want one, you know, and what you're willing to pay, you know, and the market supports it for these types of dolls. But we're going to put on a little bonnet on her as well, you know. But like I say, this saran hair is, it does get brittle over time. So I would like to wash their hair down the road and give it a little bit of a spraying and whatnot. But oh, she looks cute in a little wool bonnet. And we're going to have to put some little socksies on her. So I brought some in. Now these are a little bit on the big side, but hey, you know what? They will grow. Not these dolls. They don't grow that much at all. There we go. So anyways, my daughter's in the States right now for her Christmas. And she made it across the border, and she's over there now, and she's having some fun. So there we go. Oh, she's got her little socks on, and she's looking sweet. Okay, we had our Christmas yesterday with her, and it went really well. So we're going to put her over here, and we're going to get this little gal dressed up now. Oh, she's cute. Even, you know, I find them cute, you know. Now, the next person may not like the top knot as much as, but this one actually goes for more money because they only ran her for 1 year. Where this one ran for a couple years. And there's a lot more of them out in production than this one. So that's why she goes for a little bit more money. So when you see a top knot and it's at a really a decent price, because somebody doesn't know what they have, pick her up if you want her. That's the time to do her. You know, and you know, that's what you want to do and how you got to do it. So yeah, but these are wonderful dolls. I just love them. I seen baby deer back when I was a little girl. We were traveling through the United States. My dad loved to travel, so he would take us in a camper, and away we went, and we traveled all through the States and Canada and everything. I'm from Canada, and we traveled all back and forth through Canada and the United States. I've been to every province and every state except Hawaii, and that we made sure of it. My dad, like I said, he took us, and my mother and my 3 brothers, and away we went. And we just loved it. You know, it was wonderful. And we got to see a lot. And I saw this doll at a store in a cabinet. And I just drooled. And I said to my mother, I want her. I want her so bad. And the lady says, well, they don't make her anymore. So she goes for a lot of money now. And so this would probably be about the 70s. And I mean, I'm about 10, 11 years old at this time, early 70s. And so about 71, 72 in there, and I wanted her. Still, I wanted her at that age. I was just in love with baby deer, and I said, and my mom says, oh, we can't afford that. You know, because if they got it for me, then they had to get something. I had 3 brothers looking and say, well, we want something just as much, you know. They had to be careful, you know, because we were traveling. And so anyways, my mother knew she was a beautiful doll. She loved her too. She just went, oh my goodness, she's beautiful. And they had her in a beautiful dress and everything. She was just, oh. And the lady says, well, she is up for sale, but she comes with a price. And that was in the 70s she was coming with a price. So there we go. Yeah, they have these beautiful little outfits. See how nice they fit them? They just fit them so nicely. Okay, we take off their spring, summer bonnets. And yeah, they just dressed so nice. And in these little outfits, I think they're wonderful in them. And yeah, I didn't get her that day, but I'll tell you, I never forgot. The doll bug was in me even back then, as 10, 11-year-old. I wanted her. I loved dolls back then. I just loved them. I know there's a lot of people out there that could care less about their dolls and didn't want them, but I was one that just loved my dolls. And couldn't get enough. And I remembered her to this very day. I don't know who got her, but they were lucky. And she was I don't know if she was like I heard there was a baby deer that was a little bit bigger than these ones, and they were just, and I heard of it. I'm not sure if that is true or not. Like, she's 18 inches, but I heard there was a 24-inch one that was out. How true is that? They were rarely, it's rare to find them. I heard this. I'm not sure. Someone can correct me. Maybe there wasn't. But they were like almost like a showpiece instead of one to be bought for children. That type of thing. And if I remember correctly, she said this was a very rare, large one. Because she was big. And I know even as a 10-year-old, my mom says, she's too big for your arms. And I said, I don't care, I'll hold her, you know. She wasn't this size, and she was called her baby deer. But anyways, maybe I'm wrong. But anyhow, aren't they sweet though? They're just sweet little babies. Now all dressed up, nice and warm for the winter. Now they can go back in the buggy. There they are. Got their little socksies on and everything. There we go. Wonder what the little Christmas kitties are saying to them. We'll put a little Christmas kitty in there. Oh my goodness, she loves them. Oh my goodness, look at her. Yeah, the Christmas kitties are out. I love these little Christmas kitties here. They're quirky little cats. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. There we go. Let's see these little Christmas kitties on them. There we go. Aren't those cute little kitties? Oh my goodness, we have a new little cat that's outside. We call him Danny, and he's a black cat that showed up, and he was hungry. He literally growls as he eats. He's like this, and he just gulps his food. He's getting a little bit more relaxed now because he's catching up on some of his food. And he's letting us pet him now. But we thought it was a girl, but it is a boy, and he's going to have to be fixed in the spring if he sticks around and he survives. We can't bring him in the house, but we do have houses out there for them to get into. And he's found one, and he's been taking residence up in one of them. It's full of straw for him and everything, so he can get out of the cold and he can get out of the wet and the wind and everything. So we do provide something for these ones that come along that don't have a place or a home to call their own. We would call our Humane Society here, but they're so inundated with cats that we heard that all they're doing is putting them down because they just can't harbor them all. There's just too many. Now, I don't know if that's still going on. If so, if that's the case, we might just call them and just say, come and get him. Because but we had to get the wild out of him. He's not feral. He did belong to somebody, but he needs a home. He needs to be in where it's warm. And but right now, just to get to pet him has been a big achievement. So it's something that we're going to look at and work on the next little while here. So, but anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy seeing these two beautiful dolls here. The kitty cats are having a great time, and looking over them and keep making sure that they're nice and safe and warm and everything. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, they just love them, you know. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. A lot more to come. Let me zero down in on them there. There we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, just a picture of its own self there. Isn't that great? Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me. A lot more to come in the next few days and weeks. Okay, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.